Hello and welcome to Nights at the Game Table, where today I'm going to be unboxing Blackstone Fortress.
To keep up to date with everything at Nights at the Game Table, all you have to do is click subscribe and then hit that tiny little notification button next to it, so every time we upload a new video, YouTube will be sure to let you know.
All right, let's get stuck in. So Blackstone Fortress is based on Warhammer Quest, except that it is a 41st century Warhammer 40k universe game instead of the classic, more fantasy-esque setting of Warhammer Quest. It's particularly exciting because it's exploring the Blackstone Fortress, of the title obviously, like a futuristic arcane labyrinth, and this is something we're so into here at Nights. We are really keen to get under the lid and see what's in here. Okay, here we go. Sprues. So many sprues. Now, I believe these are divided into the characters that you're going to be playing on the red sprues, and the monsters and villains you're going to be facing on the grey ones. And these, unless I'm very much mistaken, these are all push-fit models. So you are just going to be able to slot these together right out of the packet. You don't have to glue them if you don't want to, and you can get stuck right in. Okay, here we go. Blackstone Fortress. Peeling back the next layer, and this is a piece of artwork. I think this is probably standard in the box sets now. They had one in Speed Freaks, and here's one here, although much more to the 40k grimdark aesthetic. And there is just a ton of stuff in it, like just so many components, so many booklets. Let's get to the next level. So let's start with the booklets right here, and there's a whole bunch of them all bundled together. So let's just, I'm gonna need a knife for this actually. Peel down here. Okay, now I've heard they've segmented what you're getting here so that you don't have to have everything in the same rule book. You don't have to flick around for what you're looking for. So we've got rules. Read this first. Combat. Read this when a combat occurs. Well, they're trying to idiot-proof this for some reason. Data sheets for use in Warhammer 40,000. So these models are going to be applicable to your 40k games as well. Precipice for when you return to Precipice. I think this is to do with the between adventure leveling up. This game has got RPG elements as well as the tabletop board game quest element, which is fantastic. And background, the story of Blackstone Fortress. There is a model assembly guide here, no glue required, and there's a breakdown of everything you're getting here. So across the top you've got the various characters in the box, and they're printed. Let's just take all this out for a second. They're also printed across the back here. So in here you are getting these 9, I think, explorers. You've got a rogue trader, an Imperial Navigator, a Eldari Ranger, a Kroot Tracker, an Imperial Robot, a pair of Rattling Twins who function together by the looks of things, a Ministorum Priest, and a Missionary Zealot. Then in amongst your bad guys, you've got Negavolt Cultists, Chaos Beastmen, Traitor Guardsmans, there's a Spider Drone, and a Chaos Lord. Alrighty then. Assembly guide, pushed together, and there's also a suggested paint scheme and a suggested breakdown of paints that you can use to get the same paint schemes as they have created in the artwork. Alright, what else have we got in here? Getting deeper down, we have got dice, and there's a range here. We've got D6s, D8s, D12s, and D20s. There's 2 different kinds of 6-sided dice here. We've got these white ones and these black ones. And then we've got 6, 8, and 12-sided dice, each with a number of triangular pips on each of them and a D20. So, having had a quick sneak at the preview material, I can tell you these white ones are to do with actions. And if we look at these data cards here, so the data card for each of the characters you could play. Here's the rogue trader here, Janus Durak. And there's 4 boxes for your dice that you're going to roll at the start of your turn, I believe. And then you'll sort of assign those on there, a 6 there, a 2 there, whatever. And you'll spend these, you'll have 4 of them, and you'll spend these as they come up to take actions. This guy has his pistol and rapier attack. He can activate on a 1-up, I guess that's any die. A flurry of attacks, which he can use on a 4-up, or he can do with a bonus on a 6-up. And there's a data card for all of your good guys, and it looks like at the back the Chaos Lord has one as well. So I'm just going to get into here, tear that down. So we've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 heroes, because the Ratlings are come as a pair. And then we've got cards for your bad guys as well. These do not have dice to assign, so I guess they're a little more automated. We've got the Traitor Guardsman, Negaval Cultist, Ghoul, Spindle Drone, Rogue Psyker, Chaos Beastman, Chaos Space Marine, and a Chaos Lord. Alrighty, moving further in. Oh, these pips on these dice here seem to correlate with using various abilities. And I believe the single triangular pip is a regular success, and the double pips are a critical success. So with the D6, you've got a 1 in 6 chance for a regular success and a 1 in 6 chance of a critical, and then all the others are blank. Then it looks like the D8s are more powerful because you've got 2 chances of a regular success and 2 chances of a critical success. So you're 1 in 3 to do anything on a D6, you're 1 in 2 to do anything on a D8, and the D12's even better than that, where you've got, you know, I can't count this in a hurry, but they seem better. They've certainly got more opportunities for critical successes. Right, cards. What have we got here? Exploration cards. Let's have a little peel under here, and there's 2 kinds, I believe, in here. So here's your exploration deck. There are combat cards and there are challenge cards. It looks to be about 50-50. The combat cards have a map for you to build out, and it looks like these are various combat scenarios you're going to encounter as you draw them from the exploration deck. Further towards the back, we have got the challenge cards. Here's the one at the front, Icefire. In leader order, roll 4 activation dice for each explorer. Keep going until a roll for an explorer does not include a 6 on any of the dice. That explorer suffers 1 grievous wound. That looks like a random trap that can hit you. There's a bunch more. Here's one that looks better, Hidden Treasure. 4 activation dice for each explorer. Explorer with the highest total draws a discovery card. And if explorers are tied, then each draws a discovery card. That sounds a lot nicer. Let's have a look at the exploration. Have a look at the discovery cards. Where are we? I've got a encounter cards deck, Legacy Discover Mortis Stronghold deck, and Resource Stronghold artifact cards. Okay, the discovery cards appear to be part of this pack here. So let's get into this plastic here. Okay, so there's a whole bunch here. These are some kind of black skull. That looks bad. A bunch of Stronghold cards. Under those, we've got discovery cards. All right, and then legacy cards. So discovery cards you would have got from this Hidden Treasure Challenge. There is Archaeotech in here, which is worth a number of points at the bottom of the card. Most worth 1 as you get further down. There's some that are worth 2, and here's a special one. There's a few special ones worth 3. And I believe these give you some kind of currency to trade in between your adventures and buy upgrades for your explorers. There's also a bunch of clues. Clues are for unlocking the end of each adventure, I believe. You need 4 of them, and secret coordinates can be used as a clue card, but also looks like it might do something else. That's Espen Locarno's secret agenda. All right, let's have a little look at the encounter cards now. Traitor Guardsmen seem fairly common. Negavolt Cultists, a bit less common. Urgals, a few of those. Spindledrens, a few of those. Chaos Beastmen, Rogue Psychers, Chaos Space Marines, 1 and 2 Obsidious Maleks. Oh, pretty sure he's the Chaos Lord, and he can come with a variety of cohorts. So it looks very much like with each of these cards there's different configurations you can get with the Traitor Guardsman. Encounter 7 Traitor Guardsmen, there's a 50-50 chance of that. 5 Traitor Guardsmen, or this looks like, if you're unlucky, Endless Hordes. Reroll reinforcement rolls if hostile reinforcements fail to arrive. So there's a variety of scenarios you can get depending on which encounter you have run into. Finally, we have got the resource Stronghold artifact cards right here. Let's get into those. Okay, so there's a very small amount of Stronghold artifacts and a huge amount of resources. Stronghold artifacts look to be special items like a Dark Age weapon or the Thunder Hammer, Power Cell and Spindledren Amulet. And then over here, these resources, there's a huge stack of these, and these look like general upgrades. There's a Hospitalia Med Pack, a Haywire Grenade, Drathari Pain Gauntlet, ugh, looks unpleasant, or homing ammunition. These appear to be a whole bunch of upgrades you could get and spend. It looks like it's either a cost or a value at the bottom here. That's the same symbol as the Archaeotech cards we saw in the other deck earlier. Okay, we've got some mystery content here. The Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress Hidden Vault Envelope. Do not open until the Hidden Vault quest has been completed. Goodness only knows what's inside there. I will have to wait to find out. There's also a sample chapter from the Blackstone Fortress novel here, by the looks of things, a little story. And they're very graciously given us a nice big pack of bags for sorting and collecting our components. It's one of these nice quality of life things that's really nice to get in a set like this. You know, clearly labeled instructions, like the instructions to put things together. All the parts are numbered and labeled. If you go to the sprue, everything on here has got a little identifying number, and then bags to sort everything into. Things like that make games like this so much more pleasant to own and to organize and to keep in one place, because otherwise you just get all over the place. It's all rolling around in a big box. Putting the miniatures together takes forever. So these little quality of life touches are really nice, and it's just something to add to the value of a product like this for me and make it so much more pleasant to play with and use and own. All right, let's get further down into the box, because underneath this stack of cards I have just been through, we have got some tiles, and these are just gorgeous, and this is very much in theme with the whole 40k Grimdark Blackstone Fortress aesthetic. Let's pull this out. There's a few more plastic bags in the bottom, but that's the end of all this. And oh wow, okay, so I can see these are for building up maps, like we saw on the encounter cards, the combat encounter card, exploration cards, sorry, right here. So you'd assemble a map using these tiles, and you'd act out your combat on that. At the back, I can see that we've got different spaceships by the looks of things, as well as various counters and tokens for keeping track of things going on within the game. Okay, ripping time. Okay, so after the first ream of tiles, we have more location tiles for building out combat maps, more location tiles for building out combat maps. Oh wow, okay. This looks like the outside. Is this the outside of the fortress? I think it is. It looks like some kind of a game board. You got tokens, they may be wound tokens at a guess, little skull and blood splatter. And a couple more larger tokens. I don't know what they're for yet. I'm excited to find out. And here are the flip side of the one we saw on the back earlier with those counter tokens and different spaceships. I do want to take you through some of the 40K data sheets because I know so many of your audience are avid 40K players. So going through the good guys, they all have the Imperium keyword. The Rogue Trader is an astrocartographer character. He's a HQ, Janus Drick. And he's got a pistol, a rapier, and a one-off archaeotech grenade. The Imperial Navigator is Navis Nobilite faction keyword. I don't think I've seen that anywhere else before, so I don't know what he is exactly. He has a 4-up invulnerable save, and he has a 12-inch targeted smite. The Ministorum Priest is Adeptus Ministorum. Also, the Missionary Zealot, also Adeptus Ministorum, and that's an HQ model and a elite model for those factions. UR025 is Robotica Imperialis. Then Reen and Rouse are Astra Militarum and Militarum Auxilia keyword, so they can be used in your guard detachments. They're like a sniper combo. One has a grappling hook to ignore vertical distances, and they sort of interact and give each other bonuses if they can both see the same target. The Kroot has Tau Empire and Kroot as his keyword. He's a fairly standard sniper, elite character. The Eldari Ranger is a Biel-Tan Warhost Craftworld Eldari. And she is another sniper character. And then amongst the bad guys, they all have Servants of the Abyss as a new keyword. They are all Chaos, obviously. The Chaos Lord is also Black Legion, as are these Black Legionnaire Chaos Space Marines. That enables you to take a pair of Space Marines as just that single unit. The Spindle Drones are actually unaligned. They're Blackstone constructs, they're not Imperium or Chaos. The Chaos Beastmen, Servants of Chaos. Traitor Guardsmen have only the Chaos and Servants of the Abyss keyword. So you can only put them in a Servants of the Abyss detachment with other units in this booklet right now. Just flicking back, the Negavolt Cultists, also just Servants of the Abyss. And the Rogue Psyker, also just a Servant of the Abyss. That's the 40K breakdown. All right, I know Adam is super excited to play this game. I'm super excited to play this game. So we're going to put all this together. I'm super looking forward to finding out more about Blackstone Fortress. It looks like a beautiful, high-quality kit, and this is assessing the kind of archaeotech mystery, darkness, that investigation that really appeals to us here at Night. So we are dead keen to get playing with that. Thank you for joining me for the Blackstone Fortress unboxing, and we'll see you next time on Nights at the Game Table.